Add a zero to that, then we're talking about $20,000, $30,000, $40,000. That's passive income you can use to directly pay off your EIDL loan, or at least break even on it. That is so important, especially with what is happening now. If you have any loans outstanding for your business, including EIDL loans, or if you have any money sitting in your business bank account, I'm going to tell you how you can flip things around and start making money on those loans today. Instead of having interest accrue against you, you can start having interest accrue for you. There's never been a better time to put your business cash in 2%, 3%, 4%, even 5% interest bank accounts. In this quick video, I'm gonna give you 3 reasons why this is so important to do now. And I'm gonna share a note, especially if you're an EIDL borrower, why this is so important and why this can flip the script on the amount you owe the SBA. And finally, I'm gonna give you solutions. What are some good options for you to park your money today and start getting from several $100s a month to the thousands of dollars a month in accrued interest? To any entrepreneur or small business owner, this is so critical and foundational. If you want to start making extra money today, be sure you watch until the end. Hey everyone, it's Ryder from Skip. Thanks so much for tuning in. And if you're new, consider subscribing so you never miss out on any funding or business related videos. And I'm confident you're going to love this video. Hit the like button if you want others to get this important information. And I've got one more ask at the end of this video, but let's dive right in. By the way, a lot of these tips and funding options that I'm going to mention today are all available on the Skip app. Just search Skip in the App Store or go to helloskip.com/app, or better yet, use the special invite link in the description. The reason why this is so important today is in 2022, 47% of businesses that failed cited funding as the primary reason they failed. That rate was double from the year before. Funding for any business, I don't care the size, continues to be one of the most important things that defines your success and your longevity. In 2020, when the US started printing trillions of dollars in response to the pandemic, this saved millions of businesses across programs like the Paycheck Protection Program and the Economic Injury Disaster Loan Program. Nearly 4 million folks received EIDL loans. In fact, we helped tens of thousands of folks directly get EIDL funding, and that saved countless businesses. But many of you are still in a very difficult business situation. Maybe you're not quite back to break even, or you're just break even. And for those of you who have outstanding loans, interest accrual is a very real thing. Take a look at this example from the SBA. This is an example of an almost $1 million EIDL loan. Again, the EIDL loans were 30 years at 3.75%. That's money that you're paying back to the SBA. Well, guess what? Now you can get the banks to pay you that same interest rate, if not more, just for storing your money with them. This is a no-brainer for anyone that has money that's just sitting in a bank account without accruing any interest. In this example, over $100 a day is being accrued in interest. The outstanding interest amount is over $26,000. The total interest is $30,000. The reason for this is because these EIDL loans were deferred for 30 months, yet interest was always accruing. So most people, when they started payments in November, December, or January of this year, had a backlog of interest they're still digging out of. In fact, look at this table. Even if you're making your maximum payments right now, you're still just paying off interest. You have not even begun to pay down your principal. In this same example, you can see the total payoff balance is over $1 million. That's still more than the original loan amount. Of course, I've done a handful of videos on how you can lower your EIDL payments to free up cash flow. If you want to learn about that, watch the video above. I talk about how you can lower for up to a year your EIDL payments by 90%. So if your cash flow is tight, take a look at that option. Just know that interest will still be accruing. So here's why this is so important now. Of course, as you know, cash is king. If your money is sitting in an account with 0% interest, think long and hard about this. In fact, if you want recommended banks to store your cash that will start to accrue interest, the first link in the description will show you some of the recommended banks we have. We've even partnered with some of them to make it easier for you. If you have $100,000 sitting in your checking account, if you're earning 2% interest on that, that's $2,000 a year in free cash flow, 3% $3,000, 4% $4,000. Add a zero to that, then we're talking about $20,000, $30,000, $40,000. That's passive income you can use to directly pay off your EIDL loan or at least break even on it. That is so important, especially with what is happening now with the US economy. There's been a couple of positive signals. Inflation rates have been going down, interest rates still going up. That means for the time being, banks want your money and they are willing to pay you competitive interest rates. We haven't seen interest rates like this in years. Whether it's a business checking or a business savings account, you can start to earn money on whatever cash is in your bank. I guarantee whatever it is, it's not nothing. Would you rather get 0% on it or 2% or 3% or 4%? Don't just take my word for this. Thousands of small business owners we've been talking to, working with, have been making this shift. As I mentioned, it's one of the main strategies you can do. The cash you have, what are you doing with it? Is it accruing interest that you can then use to pay down other debt obligations or future loans that you may want to take out? Can that interest rate help offset a new loan or a new line of credit? And the other tactic, of course, is going after free money like grants. We have dozens of grants on the Skip app. Another reason to go check out the app. We've been seeing a lot of successes there when people tell us, hey, I just won $2,000, $5,000, $25,000. If you don't apply, you can't win. We've made it very easy to apply for some of these major corporate or government grants. So the final point I want to make is, which bank should you choose? How might you choose a bank? As I mentioned, the first link in the description will walk you through it and give you some partner options so you can make an informed decision here. Again, this is not financial or legal or accounting advice. You can read for yourself and be an informed business owner. For example, Bluevine business checking account. We have a special partnership with them. If you're curious, that first link in the description will give you more information. They give 2% on a business checking account. There's a handful of others there across the spectrum. Many of you probably have already done this, but because we hadn't talked about this, an important reminder, check your business bank accounts. If you are not accruing interest there, you probably should be. So think about it. Think about what you can do with that extra money. Pay off debt or use it to grow your business. Maybe pay a new employee or independent contractor. But in my opinion, the most important thing is to balance out any existing debt, especially if you are an EIDL borrower. You can make it so you basically break even on your interest obligations. It's going to be a great feeling once you start to see your business account balance going up and you see what's this $300 payment or this $500 payment every single month. So is this something you're planning on doing? Would love to hear in the comments, or if you've already done it, let me know as well. In terms of other funding options, go check out some of our recent videos here. Be sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out. And of course, go download our Skip app. Most importantly, stay well, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.